Sanje chudan soje chonam la sancho bard dane jabzo je dage jinso jibe sonam jin rolla penser sanje jobar sho sanje chudan soje chonam la sancho bardo dane jabzo Dage jinso jibe sunan jin rolla penser sanje Rubar sho sanje chudan soje chonam la sanju den dane jabzo je dage jinso jibe sunam jin rolla penser sanje rubar sho Senjen damje deva dan deve judan dembar jurje dungar dan dungar ji jud Rawar jurje dungar mebe deva tamba dan mendarava jurje Nyeren chadan nidan jarva danyan chembola nebar jurje Semjen damje deva dan deve judan dembar jurje dungar dan dungar ji jud Tawar jurje dungar mebe deva damba dan mendava Nyeren chadaran nidan Rave danyan chembola nebar jurje Semjen damje Deva dan deve judan dembar jurje dan dungar ji judan rawar jurje dungar mebe deva damba dan mendarva jurje nyeren chadan nidan darva tanyam Chembola nebar jurje parden zave lama ramboj Dage jivor peme den yola karen jemboy gone jizon Kuzon toje ngudom zardo so Lamadan kunjo rinpoche namba sumji, dadan sumji, damji ji loju sun, rowa zinje labda soro, chulamden rowa zinje labda. Lan turba sabara zinje labda soro, tunan ishi su, chabara zinje labda soro, tobe daji, rowa zinje labda soro, toji zinje mimba zinje labda. Tendra tablan kebara zinje labda soro, daze dondang dimba zinje labda soro, saja chimbo, chogung rup tsendeni, tobara zinje labda soro. Okay. Good afternoon. Welcome back to the teaching. That teaching we are going to talk is Vipassana meditation, which is based on the four mindfulness, as yesterday we heard. So, yesterday we have some kind of explanation about the Vipassana, meaning of the Vipassana, as well as the four mindfulness, particularly different types of, different levels of the mindfulness that we have discussed yesterday. And today, we begin with the practice for mindfulness, which is the begin with the mindfulness body. Mindfulness body is the very beginning step to practice mindfulness. So here, in that case, the body, we should know what is the body. Body is basically more or less our own individual, personal body. Some teachings may say the body include of other bodies that somebody, that's near or far to you. But somehow, if we go in that way, that is a little bit not easy. And the easy way to practice of mindfulness body is just take your own body, like, as object of mindfulness, as a support of mindfulness. So that is the meaning of the body. Here, I would like to begin with the first breathing. Exhale, inhales, that which is the very common used or common sense of shamatha meditation, the technique. So therefore, before we actually apply the body is support for the meditative concentration, mindfulness, maybe we take a look this breathing that brings support to meditative concentration and mindfulness, okay? As I mentioned yesterday, breathing is the very technique or antidote of thoughts and concepts, even emotions. That means, and generally speaking, we have a lot of thoughts, lot of concepts, lot of mental activities in our minds. Because of that, there is a little possible or sometimes impossible to really mind settle down into relaxed, calm, silent state of mind, because thoughts, concepts disturbed in the mind. As long as we are not overcome, overpowered by thought concepts, it is not easy to us. Really, mind becomes calm, relaxed, one-pointedness. So therefore, the meditators begin with reduced thought. Meditators need to begin with the, trying to subjugate thoughts, the emotions that is overtaken in the minds. So that way, breathing, exhale, inhale, using this, the breath is the most powerful technique for the shamatha meditation. So we begin with the talk about that. We're trying to do this also. As I mentioned yesterday, there are a few ways to apply the breathing as a meditative technique. The first one is the counting. Counting. I suggest you count 10 times. But you can count maybe more than 10 times continuously. Some teachings mentioned 21 times. Whatever may be, it's okay. The number is just a number. Don't worry. So counting come to first just sit really physical and bodily very comfortable. If you know how to set this, that 7 points body posture, you do that. If you don't know that 7-point body posture, still you're trying to just, sit up your body, back, and shoulder should to be relaxed as much as you can. And the head is not necessary to keep upward like this, not so much downwards in the red position. And I should to just gazing in front of here, 16 inches from your nose. Like you just gazing. In the Mahamudra tradition and let's say Tibetan Buddhism tradition, we are not suggest you to close the eye. Eye should to be half opened eye, not so widely, not so closed, but half open eye. Just simply gazing the front of your space. You do not have to fix your eye in any objects particularly. Just gazing and open eye. You do not have to particularly concentrate eye on particular objects. First, let you be your body is very relaxed, comfortable on your cushion. And feel like, very comfortable, joyful manner with your body. Don't feel some kind of, that's uncomfortable, uneasiness, these things. Just feel very easy, your body. And then, once you set up the body is in that posture, and then slowly, gentle, normal way, start to breathe. And usually you are breathing always. But here, breathe means turn your attention toward the breath. And see your breath, feel your breath. See does not mean your eyes see the breath. Your mind see the breath. Okay. Totally your mind with the breath. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, in that way. You do not have to figure out how soft your body should, the breath should be, or how fast and slow breath should be. Just gentle and normal. And counting gives you, your mind is with the breath. So, exhale, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. In that way, trying to count 10 times without mind distracted by others, without having any thoughts, other thoughts. Only counting breath. Your mind is only with the breath. You are not thinking any other than things. Of course, we begin with that. Once you count 10 times, when you reach 10 times, just be relaxed there for a while, without any thoughts. Mind be trying to keep silent, just be relaxed for like 30 seconds, maybe 1 minute, totally be relaxed. And again, come to the count. Repeat again, as same as before. Okay, now we start. Okay, this is the first technique. And as we know, when I suggest you to count the breath, the meaning, the count the breath is the counting, take your attention to the breath. The counting helps you, the attention, bring the attention to the breath. So that way, counting is the important for the beginners. And also, put certain numbers, like 10 times, or maybe 21 times. The number gives you like a sort of like a, for instance, you have sort of a commitment. If I achieved 10 times, during the counting 10 times, my mind is not losing any other, that's a other way. My mind is not attracted by anything, just only stay with the count. So therefore, when you begin to counting, you should have intention, like, okay, in the 10 times, my mind is not thinking anything except the count. Okay, my mind is totally be with the breath in the 10 times. You should have kind of a promise. Do you understand that? You promise, I will not going to lose my mind from the breath. My mind, let us stay with the breath and the 10 times when not counting. So their number gives you two helpful things. First one is bring the attention in the breath. And the second one is during the counting, until you achieved 10 times or 21 times, you have some kind of commitment. I'm not going to think any other thing. Like, just I wanted to stay with the breath. My mind is stay with the breath until I finished 10 times. Like yoga practitioners do. Stretch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. Exactly same. Count. 1, 2, like exactly same. You have to have number of positions. Without a number, maybe you are not with the number. I do 100 position, then continue keep position. Very same. The mind being in the relax with counting, with the breath. If you have number, you will stay until that's finish the number, achieve the number. Stay your mind with the breath. So that is where, for the beginners, this the counting number is necessary. And also, it is natural, usual, and time to time, our mind is losing from the focused point that we are focused on the breath, yeah? We are aware of the breath. We observe the breath. We time to time, losing from the awareness breath, or maybe observed breath. Something else happened in the mind. That doesn't matter. As soon as you noticed that happened to you, come back to the breath. Keep continue counting. For instance, when you are on the 6 number, 7 number, that moment you are thinking something else. As soon as you noticed, I'm thinking something else, I'm not totally being with my breath, then you can back as soon as possible. 9, 10, like, yeah, that's pretty easy. I mean, that's easy actually. So here, what I suggest is I just give you all the instructions of meditation, mindfulness, from the very beginning to quite, advanced instructions. I give you the methods, do together, let time, and the rest of your time, that next week, next month, next year, then you should work with these methods by yourself. You do not have to ask somebody how I should meditate, what is the mindfulness, these things. But you have all the instructions in your mind, you know how to do. Only then depend up on you how much you do meditation. So that is the meaning we're doing the course here. Course is just, that's receive instructions, make a little familiar to do that, and exercise that you should do by yourself next time. Gain more stability, more familiarity to the meditation is it depends up on you. Of course, we are not expecting this time in a few hours your meditation cannot be profound stability. Only you know how to apply these, there's techniques, methods. Only you know how to do these things. The knowledge is gained to you, and then you should walk by yourself. You should walk in by yourself, okay? That is the meaning. So, again, begin with the same. Okay, that is the first step, that we are using breath as the support for the meditation. So, when you do that counting, if your aim is 10 times or 21 times, doesn't matter what you choose, and when you achieved that number 10 times or 21 times, at the end of counting, trying to rest a little bit, relax the mind there, without counting, without focus on anything, just simply totally be rest in silence, stillness, as long as possible. Stay like this, okay? Keep that in your mind, okay? Everyone should keep, and you should work with these methods in the daily life basis, usually. The teachers give only the methods, techniques in short period of time, and students should to take these methods, the long time practice, with the long time practice. Okay? Don't forget, okay? Okay, that's the first one. And the second, in this particular case, aware of the breath, is the not counting. Means if you begin to counting the breath with meditation, and eventually your mind becomes easy to be silent, to be relaxed. It is quite become familiar, easy things happen to you. After that, then not necessarily counting. Then without counting, still be aware of the breath. Is that's a second stage of this particular practice. Without counting needs some kind of alert. Counting needs some kind of a strong focus. But now, you do not need that much alertness, that much focused with breath. You can have a little bit of relax and easiness with your breath. So the second step is without counting. And what we say, jisndrova in Tibetan word means following. Okay. So following the mind, follow to your breath. Exhale, mind with the exhale. Inhale, mind come inhale. Always mind be aware, observe the breath. Always constantly and continuously, uninterruptedly aware, observe. Of course, you do not have to have any kind of imagination in this case, any kind of mental fabricate, mental interference with the breath. Simply just be aware with a silent mind. Simply just observe with a relaxed mind. Do you understand that? You have to try that. We should know that. So, mostly trying to feel that breath and exhale in here. Since you are not doing any imagination, but some kind of feeling there. Like, exhale, your feeling with mind go outside. In here, some kind of a feeling sensation come in. Your mind totally be with that, aware with that. as long as possible. As I mentioned before, it is usual to us, time to time, we are losing the mind with the awareness, presence with it. That breath means we are thinking something. Just, habit tendencies. We are maybe, that's thoughts arise something. Thoughts arise in the mind. As soon as you notice and come back to the breath and be aware. That is second. We try. Okay, that is the second stage of mindfulness, the breath. As we using the breath as the support to the meditation. Then the second stage is just simply be, your mind be with the breath. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Constantly, continuously with the breath. Another term people used for it is be aware of the breath or observe the breath. All those things is same. The meaning is your mind supposed to be with the breath always. There's no give chance to your mind other possibility. Other possibility don't give chance to the mind. Other possibility about thinking something else, having other ideas. These possibilities are not given to the mind, but mind is working with the one thing. Only the one thing, that is being with the breath. Okay, do that. So, as I mentioned before, at the end of this, each section, no matter how long you do meditate, it could be 1 minute, 2 minutes, and then they're trying to stay with the silent mind for a while. Even not focus to the breath, but trying to very stillness, silent, and relax the mind for a while, as long as possible, and then come back to repeat again in that way. Okay? So, and then third stage in this particular practice is Jogpa in Tibetan words. Jogpa is, the literal meaning is to rest, to place on. In that case, again, use slightly the breath. We use breath slightly for the meditation technique. For instance, in that case, not necessarily to follow the breath, but somehow when breath come in your stomach, in your body, the feeling that energy, the breath, and the rest, mind just rest with that energy inside, or feeling like relaxed for a while, maybe 5 seconds, maybe 6 seconds, like breath hold inside and be with it. Very silent, relaxed mind. There's no thought, there's no particular thought. Totally silent, relaxed, and gently exhale. Inhale, exhale a few times. Again, come inhale. Hold. Stay with silent mind, very silent mind. Stay. Like open ear, open eye, but there's no thought. Stay. Like, do you understand that? Very clear, clarity, and silent. Mind is so silent. Mind is so relaxed inwardly. Keep that in your mind. And here, since we do not have much time, we are not going to explain long these kind of things, and also we do not have much time for meditate on it. Just only I give the instructions, methods, how you should use them in your daily life practice. So you begin to meditate with using these methods. If you are beginners, it's a very good practice. And also, even you are not sitting in the cushion as meditate, sitting on the cushion, but in many cases, in the daily life situations, sometimes, pay more attention to your breath. When you sit in somewhere, a little bit, make yourself comfortable and relaxed, and suddenly turn your attention to your breath. That makes really relax. You feel that, sensation of breath, without any thinking, without any having mental sort of, that's a uneasiness, but simply be relaxed, feel this breath sensations, and stay with very soft mind, and give you very relaxed, even joyful sensations there. And sometimes when you're walking around in the park, maybe in the street, trying to feel that sensations of breathing, very different feeling. And that makes very, the special feeling in your mind. Really. The meditators should be practicing that way to improve your meditate, to develop a more profound, more, that subtle way. Okay, I should stop this part of practice there. Keep your mind. Or maybe if you have any question about these things, let me make clear. Yeah. What? Sleepy? Okay.
Like, especially the mind is sort of on the breath. It's okay to keep looking at the breath, but my eyes are getting itchy and my eyelids are very, very heavy.
This happened. In that case, trying to little bit build up alertness, freshness inside. Maybe a little bit gazing upwardly and trying to move a little bit, okay? Maybe you should meditate a very short period of time in that case. Short, very fresh. Short, very fresh. When you feel your eyes are heavy, sleeping, taking your mind, then stop there. Just to, a little bit, move around. That's a despair, that sleep feeling, and then come back again. Okay?
Khenpo,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Oh, yeah.
Very sensitive. Does the sensitivity increase?
Sensitivity?
Yes.
What?
Because of meditation. Because of
sensitivity?
Yes.
What?
I mean, when I of body, yes.
Huh?
Body and mentals.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I mean, when I started meditate, I feel like maybe some insect.
Inside what? Body?
I mean, it feels like maybe something like on me, but it's not. I mean,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I understand. Maybe you feel some kind of sensitive in the body, yeah?
yes, it's like grow or something like this. Like I became more sensitive.
Yes, because that is your mind is start to come back to you. Usually our mind losing to the outside, some in the past, some maybe in the present, and losing outside objects, sensory objects. Now you are meditating, your mind is start to return back to your body, your mind. Then subtle these sensitives maybe start to experience. Yeah, this is Let's see later, okay?
Where does the breath exactly go?
It is saying that in the Tummo Yoga, the last one goes to the 16 inches way, and the 16, then that's 12, 8 inches. But it depends you. It is not necessarily too much concern about how far it should go. And the more concern of how I be able to be aware of this, that's sensations.
And inside?
Inside, sometimes I saw in the teaching all the go to the bottom, come back to from here. But that is sometimes, for me, this is too heavy. But I do just, that just a feel come to the here, then go down. It depends on individual practitioners, not necessarily to reach all the bottom. Then pro up, not necessarily. Okay?
And in the third step, the Kumbhaka you were talking about, does it close from the bottom and the top? The
Third stage,
the day before yesterday, you were saying Bumpaka.
Yeah, Bumpaka is usually and the below part of belly inside. Pull up, press down, hold. But in this case, I'm not talking about distance, okay? Just hold inward somewhere here. In this particular case, not necessary to go to exactly Bumpaka. Just feel inwardly, hold here, in the lung, and the energy is there, and be silent mind for 5 seconds. Okay? So,
what the holding of the breath, is it, I think it's not if we breathe in, then we don't have to hold, but if we breathe out, then at the end, the pause, this is what we have to hold, is it?
in this particular case, hold, there's a place on is inwardly.
So we have to hold the
Yeah, slowly, not strong, just a little bit, that's just the medium size of a hold on your lung. And naturally, mind becomes silent. Stay 3 seconds, 5 seconds. Naturally, when you hold the breath inside, mind is silent. Trying to get used that way. You may have heard in this, breathing, exhale and inhale. Then, in some teachings I saw, when you exhale, then there's a little gap, and you should to be aware that a little gap, and then inhale. That is also good. For instance, you using the exhale, inhale practice. 1, 2, and there's a little gap. Your mind, not counting, not breathing, but there's a gap, silent gap. I'm not saying identify it, but be aware this silent gap. Then come up. That is also, I see in some teachings that.
I'm used to that,
Yeah, good.
so I can
Do that.
thank you.
Yeah.
One question. When you're talking about silence inside, for me it's my mind cannot be total silent. It's I'm just quarantine, and I feel that somehow some thoughts appearing in the background.
Yeah.
Is it okay?
This is okay for the beginners. When you contain, your mind is content, there cannot be total silence. And even, sometimes you hold breath, there's silent, but some subtle thought is there. That does not mean you are not meditate. Subtle thoughts subside when you really reach to the first level of meditative concentration. Before that, for us, total silence cannot be done. Some sort of, the subtle energies, movements always there. But here, meditation is like, that's our mind is totally not lost, losing into the outer objects, or maybe, the past and the future, these, events. More mind come back to you, you aware of that, you see that. Even there's subtle thoughts, but the mind is totally with you and present here and now. Here and now, and then some sort of subtle thought is still there, but that doesn't matter. Sometimes mind was totally lost. Then we're not aware of that. After 2 minutes, or maybe 1 minute, we noticed, I'm not meditate. I'm thinking something, or that things happen. That is not meditate. And you should come back again to, okay? So, it is saying like, the deep ocean, and the waves are settled down. That means your gross thought is settled down into silent mind. But somehow in the deep ocean, there are some kind of always rippers in the ocean, some kind of movement ocean always there. Sort of things, mind is in a very subtle way, some kind of little things, there. For the beginners, that is not necessarily concerned about these things. Okay? Yes. Then we go, last question.
So, is the third part the same as observing mind?
That is always observe mind actually. Even the first stage, the first stage is also, that we are more concentrated on the breath, counting, but at the same time trying to observe the mind, trying to just see the mind. Third part is more, that's less concentrated to the technique, methods, more observe the mind. Yes, you are right, more observe the mind. It is third part is more, mind is start free from the technique, free from the methods. Mind may not need much technique method in order to be in the silent, being in the relaxed. And third point here, mind start to be relaxed, be, that's a silent by itself. Start happening that. So these three levels. First one level, the mind need more strong concentration to the methods. Methods need to strong support to the mind in order to mind stay in the silent. And the second stage is less than that. The method is less useful. it is still demand depend on the methods, but somehow not that much depend on the methods. And the third part is almost methods not so much useful, but still you need some kind of meditation is just like learning walking. The kids start to learn and walk. Okay, when beginning to learn to walk, kids need something to hold on to step. Yeah, in order to step, they need support from somebody or something. Eventually, that support is not so much needed. Then at the end, you can walk by yourself without having any support with you. Similar things. Remember, the methods, techniques are no need for the meditation, actual meditation. But somehow, if you don't have methods and the technique, again, meditation is not happens. Do you understand that? For the meditation, methods, techniques, no need. Bad news is without technique, meditation cannot happen to us. So here, what I mean to that is methods, technique is just temporarily useful. Not it is essential for the meditation. When I say focus on the breath, of course, the breathing focus is just temporarily useful. It's not really meditation. Okay? Meditation brings through the focus on the breath. We should know that, okay. So we don't have much time to talk these things. We move this second one. Second one is the real mindfulness here, mindfulness body. Okay. So let's begin talk with the mindfulness body first. So in that case, as I mentioned yesterday, there are 3 levels, the way to mindfulness body. The first one, as I mentioned, purely antidote of negative thought, negative emotions. That which, that's a seeing the body is impermanent, so on. Even there's the teaching or meditative concentration, probably you have heard ugliness, contemplation of the ugliness. All these things are just like, that's a mindfulness, included in the mindfulness body. So today we are not going to that first part of practice. We begin with the second part of practice of mindfulness body, which is related with Shen meditation, Shamatha meditation. And then later we try to mindfulness body related with the Vipassana, see the truth. Okay, today we are going to talk about the mindfulness body, which is related, connected with the Shamatha meditation, okay? In this particular case, probably you have heard a lot about these methods. Even you have done this, mindfulness course. Everywhere there are courses going on for the mindfulness, 10 days, 7 days, such things. Very similar thing in that case. So here, how we should do is, again, we stay in the comfortable, the body very relaxed, comfortable. Either you can sit in the cushion, like meditation posture, or maybe you can sit in the chair, like me, and eventually your bring your attention to the body. The mind attention to the body. So for the beginners, it is always good to pay attention towards one particular part of the body. It can be your forehead, can be your chest, a small part of this part of, can be even your hands, or maybe your body, whatever you feel comfortable. Just be aware that part of the body. Again, don't make imagination the body. Just feel the sensation that body having like an alive sensation. It is not necessarily pain and pleasure. Just alive sensation. Feel that. Slightly pay attention towards your body, aware of this sensation. Of course, in that case, you can close your eye as you like, or maybe you can open the eye as you like. Doesn't matter much. The matter is your mind should be totally with your body. Do you understand that? You can choose yourself a part of body. It's chest maybe, forehead maybe, and pay attention. Mind come back to that area, and just stay aware of this sensation. The sensation which is some kind of aliveness sensation. There's a sort of feeling neutral. It's not necessarily pain or pleasure. Just feel there. Constantly stay aware. Observe that. Don't judge. Judgmental, no need. Don't judge. Don't thinking about it. Just feel it. The mind should be silent, not thinking, not allowed to mental interference there. And slightly feel joy, happy feeling. And more relaxed, joyfully be aware that part of body. Let's do it. okay, let's say, when you practice in that particular mindfulness body, it is suggested like, that's a very beginning time, it's better to have a small part of, the part of body, the focused point should be small. That's a, wherever you focus the forehead, maybe, that's a heart center, chest, or it's trying to not make the bigger picture, but small first. And then, that's a slowly it expands a little bit bigger area. And also, it says when you are do these things, maybe your mind's not so much concentrate or so much be able to aware of the body, then they suggest the body skin, yeah, from here and slowly move down. And not necessarily taking picture. I mean, that's, imagine here. But this feeling, even, some teachings says identify, observe, but I'm not going to use the identification in that. The words identify is a little bit too strong for me. It's too much thought. You have to identify it. And for me, I would say more aware of the sensation, and all the way slowly move down. And the mind is always with it there. And to the feet. And then start, come back the same way. And be aware of the sensation from the knee, come to the thigh, bottom, body, like slowly move up. And the mind is totally stay with this, sensation, live sensation, trying to be silent mind, without having any imaginations, without having any kind of, thoughts, concept interference there. Just, be silent mind. And feel sort of joy, comfortable feeling come up. Like this. How is this? Good? I hope so. So we continue tomorrow. The mindfulness body. There are a lot of things to talk about these things. Maybe, do you have any question?
I've got a question. So, for example, when the object of concentration is dissolving?
Dissolving.
Yeah, and there is only concept of this part.
We are not talking about dissolving or manifestation, anything. Just we are talking here, simply be with your mind, simply be with your body. Simply be with your body. Be aware of these sensations. There's no imagination of dissolving and manifest these things.
Yeah, but I mean, when I was concentrating on the forehead, after some time, I wasn't feeling anything.
Then you should move. Little bit move down. Okay. Move down and feel the sensations. The most important things, when you do that, your mind should be totally there. Your mind not, that's something thinking about sensory objects and other any situations. Just be totally with this feeling, movement, aware of that. Okay?
you said it's not about identifying, it's not about pain in the body, but if I know that I have, from sitting, tensed shoulders, I could put my focus on this place and try to relax this more. Is this okay?
Yeah, this is okay. Just trying to relax with this part. Yeah, just be with this part and relax. Feel this sensation, relaxation. It's okay. In that case, not necessarily identify your shoulder, bones, the flashes. No. Okay, so this is just the instruction. Okay, instruction to you how to use the methods. That's aware of the body sensation in mindfulness. So only the instruction. You should know practice should be done yourself. Okay, keep these instructions in your mind. Then the rest of your time and the future time, you should practice by yourself. Just only the hearing instruction does not make it much, that's helpful. Only, that's a helpful or meditative experience happens to you when you practice. Quite a long time should practice. So that way, I suggest to you, if you are a beginner for the meditation, first maybe you work with the breath, breathe in, exhale, and focus that part of meditation quite well. Even it could be done like, that's the first level of the focus of the breath, and eventually come to the second, and then that it can be done alternately, time to time. It can be alternate, one of us, we can do that. And eventually, you should know when your mind is okay, be able to be relaxed, silent, then this breath, focus to the breath is not necessary to always taken with you. You should know eventually these methods are not useful anymore. Okay, that means you are successful. No, not failed. You are not failed. You are successful. Once you're successful, methods what for? There's no need. You are reached other shore, other bend of the river. The boats no need anymore. You already clean up to the roof. The ladders no need anymore to you. Like similar things. Okay. Sunam de ye dam je zeba ni tomne ni be dana pamzen je ga nan je walai to ba ye si be sol do wa sho. Okay, have a good day.
Dear friends, one announcement. Today in the evening after the puja, we will make lamp offering in front of the kibi here on the stairs, and you are very welcome to join us to make this offering. So please do so.
Дорогие друзья,